Ko Haloyim La, Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahweh Shah, Bahashem, Rekakwadash. I want to give a double honors to the apostles and elders that prophesied and rule well for the hopeful 144 and the one-third of Yasharallah, who this world refers to as Israel, starting at the house of Great Millstone. Shalom to you, Akim, who teach and learn in sincerity. Shalom to the Akwith, who learn in sincerity. It's your brother, Kanai. And this will be titled The Heat is On. And when I say heat, I literally mean heat, fire, okay? Missiles, all right? Going to them major missiles, the ICBMs, intercontinental ballistic missiles, okay? That's going to be shot across the world, all right? Due to these little hatters, due to the Edom and Allah Edom's wickedness, okay? So you're looking at the world's problem right here, the people who run everything, who earn everything, the Job 9 and 24 people who Job was referring to, the wicked, all right, okay? The earth is given into the hands of the wicked. Well, how is it given to them? They have the wealth. They run it. Their decisions, their wine, which is their philosophies, their rules, okay? Run this place, all right? So let's get these scriptures. I got an exciting one for you. I don't want Ratazah this be edifying. I pray that you stay on to the end of this one because it's a lot of meat on this in this lesson. Okay? This is the book of Jeremiah 50 and 45. Therefore, hear ye the counsel of Yahweh Bashim Yahshai that he have taken against Babylon. This is spiritual Babylon. All right, United States of America. All right, and his purpose that he have purposed against the land of the Chaldeans. Surely the least of the flock, who is that? That's Edom. That's Amalek. Amalek is the least of Edom's of his tribes. Just like Israel has 12 tribes, Edom has tribes, you go around Genesis 30 and it starts breaking down his children. All right, the dukes of Teman, of Amalek, okay, dukes, just like Dukes of Hazard. All right, that's right, telling on themselves always. All right. Surely the least of the flock shall draw them out, and the least of the flock happens to just be the wealthiest of the flock, Amalek. Okay, led right now. Um, um, Damn, what's the word I want to say? Not they're the government led by Ben Jr., not Ben not a Jew, okay? Ben Milkowski, all right? The least of the flock, all right? Amalek shall draw them out. Surely he shall make their inhabitations desolate with them, all right? With them, with all joint with them, okay? Joint with him, starting at spiritual Babylon. That's why both of these are connected in this verse. This all goes hand in hand. Spiritual Babylon and the least of the flock, hand in hand, okay? This is the book of Obadiah, one chapter. So, chapter 1, verse 1. The vision of Obadiah, thus saith Yahweh, Ba'ashim Yahushai, concerning Edom. Who is Edom? Esau's children. His once again, his nation. Jacob became was transformed from Jacob, meaning supplanter, to Israel. He prince of power, Yasharallah. Okay, and his 12 sons are the nation, the progenitors of our nation. So Edom has his too. The so-called self-proclaimed Europeans, everybody else, South Africans, you name it, Russians, you name it. Okay, that's them. All right, the red man. He can't be hidden. Okay. We have heard a rumor from Yahweh Bashim Yahushai. An ambassador is sent amongst the heathen, and that's what they are. Gwamya, as they call it. And that is the word. Arise ye, and let us rise up against her in battle. Behold, I have made thee small amongst the heathen. Thou art greatly despised by who? By all the nations. Just to turn on the news. By all the nations. That word terrorist is being tossed around from Israel to United States like a frisbee. We used to be United Snakes used to call everybody terrorists. Now it's them. The pride of thy heart, of thy mind, have deceived thee. Thou that dwelleth in the clefts of the rocks, isn't that their infrastructure? Going back to Rome to the current days now, that's their infrastructure. They like high risers. What did Trump say when 9/11 happened? When them towers came down? Now I have the biggest high riser. That's how he acknowledged it, literally. Okay, in the clefts of the rocks, whose habitation is high, that saith in his heart, who shall bring me down to the ground? Though thou exaltest thyself as the eagle, what's the eagle? Their mascot throughout generations, throughout centuries, okay? And thou hast set thy nest amongst the stars. How did they do that? The space stations. Who owns those space stations? All the Edom. All of Edom, the United States, Russia, all of Edom. Yeah, Elon Musk, that one dude, Verizon, all of Edom. Okay, who has the money and the intelligence to do that? Okay, the scientists, teaming, the Germans, who got spread it after World War II amongst Russia and United States of America. Okay, though thou exalt thyself as the eagle, and though thou set thy nest amongst the stars, thence will I bring thee down, saith Yahweh Bashim Yahushai. All right. If thieves came to thee, if robbers by night, how art thou cut off? Would they not would they not have stolen till they had enough? Listen to that. Your average thief will steal till they had enough. I brought this out during this verse before. I once got broken into my house, and these motherfuckers left money in my drawer and took my video game system. Hell, they left my goddamn TV, took my video game system. Inside job, you know. I'm gonna leave it like that. That was a friend or a family member. I mean, come on, man. Took my video game system, left my computer, left my TV, and left fucking money. Okay, couldn't understand it. But anyway, if thieves came to thee, and they did, if robbers by night, how art thou cut off? Would they not have stolen till they had enough? If the grape gatherer come to thee, would they not leave some grapes? And that's part of the law. Apostle Rumla went in that today. That part of the offering is part of charity is leaving some for the poor. Okay, but that's this saying a thief would even do that. Okay, now let me go grab this. This is the book of Habakkuk. Tell you what type of mentality. Once again, Job 9:24. Look it up. I'm not pulling it out, but look it up. Habakkuk 2:5. This type of man. Yea, also because he transgressed by wine. What's that wine? That's that draconian speak. That's his harsh, wicked rulership. His forked tongue. Say one thing and do another. Okay, make up laws as he go. Okay, that are treacherous. He is a proud man, neither keepeth at home. When have you ever seen United States of America? What is NATO? Why is Russia in conflict with with Ukraine? Because we told you, keep these bastards off our backyard, but you won't listen. Okay? Who enlarges his desires as hell. Well, okay, and so okay, how can once again, hell is a condition, all right, and is as death, and cannot be satisfied, but gathereth unto himself all nations, and heapeth unto himself all people. Let's get this in Bible comparison. I liked it. This is the NLT. Wrath is treacherous, and the arrogant are never at rest. They open their mouths as wide as the grave, and like death, they are never satisfied. And their greed they have gathered up. Okay, NIV. Indeed, wine betrays him. He is arrogant and never at rest. And that wine is not drinking. Once again, that's his wicked philosophies that he gets to get away with. Okay, because he is as greedy as the grave, and like death is never satisfied. He gathered to himself, he gathered to himself all nations and take. Okay, all right. Shall all this is Habakkuk 2:6. Shall not all these take up a parable against him, a taunting preverb against him? Now remember, in Deuteronomy 28, It said Yasharala, you so-called African Americans, Native Americans, Hispanics will be called a preverb. And we have. We've been called nigger, we've been called wetback, we've been called Spix, we've been called Indian, which means savage. Okay, so we've been under Puerto Rican, port of riches. So we've been under, now it's time for him to receive this treatment. And they are terrorists, okay? Torturous, and say, woe, destruction to him that increaseth that which is not his. And that's all they do. That's what he's trying to do to Gaza right now. That's all we do is go places where we're not supposed to be. 9/11, the boogeyman. We gotta go here, we gotta go there. And once we go there, we use domestic with uh, what do they call it? Democracy, which is what do the elders say? Grenade, move, grenade, boom. Every time you see that, okay? Every time you hear that word, that's what's coming with it. All right. So they increase of that which is not his. How long? And to him that laddeth himself with thick clay, and that clay goes into debt. Debt. Lattice means you smearing it on. And what's our debt? 34 trillion. And the clock's up. We didn't have none of it to pay. I think they said we paid one. We paid 1 trillion out of 34 that we owe. Okay. Does that make sense? So you see, that's the manner of the man that they're speaking, that Obadiah is speaking of. Okay. And Psalms, Job 9:24. That's who he's speaking of, the wicked. Okay, back to Obadiah 1:6. How are thy things of Esau searched out? How are thy hidden things sought up? Because I'm doing it right now. We got this phone. We got the information upon our hand. You just got to have your eyes open. You got to be a seer, which starts at the hopeful election, because it was given to the hopeful election. I have this from Yahweh Bashem Yahushua to see and prophesize. Okay? And even the 1/3 that are not teachers are still able to see this. That's why they have faith and they believe. Okay? They don't believe in spiritual Babylon. They believe in Yahweh Bashem Yahushua. Okay? All the men, here we go. We're about to get into the juicy part right now. All the men of confederacy have brought thee even to the border. Okay, confederacy means that we was in line together. We had an agreement. We was in league together. Okay, a team. The men that were at peace, you hear that, with thee have deceived thee. And it's really not that they deceived them, it's that you've been so treacherous and wicked, they're tired of it and prevailed against thee. They that eat thy bread have, and who eats thy bread? Israel, all of these countries eat our bread. Even that's what Trump was saying about NATO. Y'all don't pay up. We do all the paying. Okay? I mean, he said that. Have laid a wound under thee. There is no understanding in him. Okay? Shall I not in that day, saith Yahweh Bashem Yahushua, even destroy the wise man out of Edom, okay? And the understanding out the mount of Edom. And the mount mean goes into the government. What's the major government of Edom? Spiritual Babylon. Okay? The leader. And the mighty man, old Teman, I already explained that. Teman goes into your Germans, which is your scientists, your brilliant scientists who got split amongst the nations, like kind of like the Levi, the priest Levi. They got split amongst their people after World War II, okay, for the intelligence. All right, shall be dismayed, okay, and the mighty man, O Teman, shall be dismayed to the end that every one of the mounts of Esau, okay, may be cut off by slaughter. Now that's a promise to Yahweh by Shemiah Shah. All right, now let's get this. Revelations 17 and 16. And the 10 horns which thou sawest upon the beast, okay, and that beast is the nations, NATO. All right, 70 years of robbing and raping, okay, murder, all right, taking treacherous, taking what they want, okay, the big bullies on the block. These shall hate the whore. Who's the whore? Who she rides upon that, on that beast. You seen the pictures, the images. The whore is spiritual Babylon. Okay, that's why the Statue of Liberty was gifted to this place to be as a mock. Okay, and shall make her desolate and naked, okay, and shall eat her flesh and burn her with fire. Now let's get that in Bible comparison. I like this NLT. NLT, or was it? It's the NIV. The beast and the 10 horns you saw will hate the prostitute. That's once the United States. That's what she is, a prostitute, an open whore. Okay, they will bring her to ruin and leave her naked. They will eat her flesh and burn her with fire. What's that fire? Them ICBMs, intercontinental ballistic missiles. And here's the best part: United States is a virgin when it comes to being touched. We touch everybody else. We send the bombs all over the world and make it rain from the sky. Has it happened here though? Not to us. Well, it happened to the Jakes. Okay, they torched Jake, dropped one on Jake, but never on their own. Okay, now you starting to see Edom deal treacherous with they self, the way they did those farmers in North Carolina. Yeah, yeah, we know about the lithium. Okay, told them, oh, get out. Oh, you want to get out? Well, we'll flood you out. We'll push you out. That's say United States of America. We ready now. Okay, what I just read to you was NATO is done with the whore, United States of America, mainly because of the little hatters and how they trying to go about warring with Iran. They're already sick of how they treated Gaza over this last year, because today, as I speak this to you, it's the 11th of October. That was the 7th of October of last year. They're tired of all the genocide that they've done to them, opening with no signs of ending. Okay, and now they're trying to take the fight to the dragons of Arabia, which is in the scriptures, which is in Second Esdras. Oh yeah, Second Esdras 15 to be exact. Yeah, they bring in the fight to everybody. Okay, and you win. You win. It's stuck in the midst of it. Okay, they used to being a bully. They don't want to get slapped back. So okay, let's get this. I'm excited. This is the first. We're gonna start off with Turkey, okay? Because Turkey is already aligning itself with Russia. But look, Turkey has been a member of NATO since 1952, has its second largest army. You hear that? Of NATO, and they're beefing with that. Hey, they ready to slap the shit out of Ukraine since 3 years ago. Since 2001, yeah, they've been ready to slap the shit out of Ukraine. Words, big strong words, and now they tired of all of NATO. Okay, and its hosts, the Allies, and this host of the Allied Land Command Headquarters. Okay, so I just wanted to look that up. So they're still an active member of NATO. They the second biggest military, and oh, how they beefing. Let's get it. Let's get it. The water Yahal Basim Yahal Shah. This is my
Commitment to the kingdom's defense, and thanks Riyadh for promoting calm in West Asia.
From Iran to Turkey and other parts of West Asia. Now, Turkey is one of Israel's strongest critics in the region. Turkish President Recep Tayyip Erdogan is saying that after Gaza and Lebanon, Turkey is next and Israel is planning to attack in Turkey. Now, the Turkish parliament has been carrying on.
Now, didn't I just read to y'all that Turkey has the second biggest military next to the United States of America involved in NATO? So how is that going
One
to
of the
play out?
strongest critics of Israeli operations in Gaza, Turkey's President Boric against Israel at his party's first meeting of the new legislative year. Tayyip Erdogan said Tel Aviv's purpose of pursuing a delusioned promised land will only face disappointment and defeat. He doubled down, saying after Gaza and Lebanon, Israel will target Turkey.
Vaat edilmiş.
Okay, you hear that? But we're not done. I got some more for you, but first we're going to pick up on these scriptures again. Because remember, what did I say? When I mentioned Turkey, I mentioned Russia. Okay? So let's get it. Ezekiel. Let's get it. The Lord, I love you, Yahweh Bashim Yahushua. Habatah. You're not playing. You gave us the 100% story. You gave us the teachers to teach it the 100% truth. You gave us the live, the mind to be able to understand it in this wicked times. What does the scripture say? If it was possible, he would deceive even the election, but he can't. So he got the rest of these dumbed down, 2/3 Jakes, and of course, the heathen, the 17 nations dumbed down. Okay, outside the elites, which know what they got coming to them. For real. Ezekiel 38, starting at 3. And say, thus, Yahweh Bashim Yahushua, Allah, power, behold, I am against thee, O Gog, the chief priest of Meshach and Tubal. And this Gog is going into Russia. Russia means head priest, chief prince. Okay? I will turn thee back and put hooks into thy jaws. Okay, so this is saying that regardless what you want to do, I'm gonna guide you this way. Now remember, Russia was weakened during the 80s. I grew up in that era where Ronald Reagan, Gorbachev teared on that wall. The Soviet Union lost a lot of momentum. Okay, but then Putin resurrected it in a major way. Like, hey, we back. The bear is back, swinging. Okay, I will bring thee forth, and all thy armies, horses and horsemen, and that goes into your tanks and your jet fighters and your missiles and all of that today. Your drones, all of them clothed with all sorts of armor, even a great company with buckles and shields. All of them handling swords. What are your modern day swords? Guns, lasers, you name it. Shit, like I said, drones, Persia, Ethiopia, Libya with them. Now, what does that sound like? The BRICS? They coming together right now. Who is their main hatred towards? The West, towards, and in the East, who is it towards? And in Western Asia, who is it towards? Israel, the little hatters. Okay? Amalek, all of them with shields and helmets. Gomor and all his bands, the house of Tegumah of the north quarters, okay? The north quarters, and all his bands, and many people with him. And peep this out. Be thou prepared, and prepare for thyself, thou and all thy company that are assembled together, and be thou a guard unto them. Now look, I'm gonna highlight that. And be thou a guard to them. The reason I'm telling you this, because I listen to Western media, I listen to the news, I listen to the Republicans, I listen to the Democrats. They love to sell you that Iran can't mess with United States of America. Libya can't do, these people can't do that. They're coming together, dummy. They're not gonna one-on-one fight you, okay? And guess who? It just told you Russia's going to be their guard. Who's going to be with Russia? China. None of these countries are coming against the United States of America and Israel alone. Okay? That's over. What they did to Gaza, the rest of the world is not going to allow that to happen to them. Okay? You see, once again, you see those names that was named off. The Yahweh Bashim Yahushua is putting it in their heart to come together. Now we get to go back to the more evidence. Listen to this. Oh, hold on, Salakia. Oh, I ain't mean to jump the gun. This is the book of Isaiah 19 and 1. The burden of Egypt. This is spiritual Egypt. I thought you said it's spiritual Babylon. It is. Fool, keep up. It's spiritual Sodom Gomorrah too. It's all sorts of wickedness in one. That's why Yahweh Bashim Yahushua is going to end this. This is the grand finale. Okay? Behold, Yahweh Bashim Yahushua rideth upon a swift cloud. That's a chariot, by the way. That's not a cloud. That's a chariot. That's what you so-called people call UFOs, okay? The heathen, all right? And shall come into Egypt. And the idols, and think about how many idols is in spiritual Babylon. You could serve any god here. Buddha, the JC, Jesus, that's an idol. You can serve anything here. You can serve you could the Satan himself, go Georgia Guidestones, okay? So the idols, okay, of Egypt shall be removed, should be moved. Let me start that over. Isaiah 19:1. The burden of Egypt, spiritual Egypt. Behold, Yahweh Bashem Shah rideth upon a swift cloud, that's the chariot, and shall come into Egypt. And the idols of Egypt shall be moved at his presence. And the hearts of the mind state of Egypt shall melt in the midst of it, and I will set the Egyptian against the Egyptian. I got to go back to this 2019. I'm at UPS, and Elder Malcolm of Chicago was saying that the tensions of World War III was set. Okay, it's on and it's not going back. And he showed this Russian tanker, and the captain looked like my across the street neighbor. Why? Because they Edomites. They Egyptians, the spiritual Egyptians. Okay. Just to let you know, this that goes into Edom to the current day, the wicked running the earth, okay? And they shall fight every one against his brother. Okay, once again, Ukraine and Russia are the same people. Those are actually neighbors. That's literally a civil war, because it's the same race of people fighting amongst each other. Just two different states, if you want to say, yeah, acknowledge this country, but the same people. Okay, but that's just a little tidbit, because Russia is also the same people as United States of America, which is also the same people as Israel. There may be different tribes, but they come from the same progenitor, Edom. Okay, so these the Egyptians go into Edom. All right, everyone against his brother. See that? And everyone against his neighbor. City against city, and kingdom against kingdom. That's there it goes. And the spirit of Egypt shall fail in the midst thereof, and I will destroy the council. And look at the council of spiritual Babylon. The shyster con artist, orange spray tan man versus the Diddy slept their way to the top. Brown brown complected Edomite, because that's what she is. Kamala is a Edomite. Come on, her is an Edomite. So there's your counsel thereof, and they shall seek to the idols. Now here's the hold on, and they shall seek to the idols and to the charmers and to them that have familiar spirits and to the wizards. Here we go, bingo. So they've resorted to that. That's the World Economic Forum. I did this video. Go search back through my videos around the summer. I did this. She's blowing in their face, blowing in the elite's face. They wicked as hell.
Lebanon continues, and stuck in the middle are United Nations peacekeepers, a force called UNIFIL, the United Nations Interim Peacekeeping Force in Lebanon. That's UNIFIL. They say that Israel is attacking them. The latest incident was on Thursday. UNIFIL says Israeli tanks fired at their observation post. 2 Indonesian peacekeepers were injured. And this is not a one-off. UNIFIL has listed out 2 other incidents. On Wednesday, Israel fired at their cameras. These cameras are used to monitor the peacekeeping perimeter, and Israel disabled them. After that, they fired at a bunker used by the peacekeepers. Some vehicles and communication systems were damaged. That's 3 attacks in 48 hours. So it looks like UNIFIL has had enough. They issued a reminder to Israeli forces. Any attack on peacekeepers is a violation of humanitarian law. That's what they said, and the world obviously is not happy with this. Indonesia, Turkey, the European Union, Canada, all of them have criticized this attack. And leading the charge here is Italy. Around 800 of their soldiers are part of this peacekeeping force. So Rome is livid. Their defense minister says the attacks could be a war crime.
The hostile acts carried out and reiterated by Israeli forces against the UNP 131 base could constitute a war crime and certainly constitute very serious violations of the norms of international humanitarian law, certainly violations not justified by any military necessity.
Italy has summoned the
very serious violations of the norms of international humanitarian law, certainly violations not justified by any military necessity.
Italy has summoned the Israeli ambassador. They've also lodged a formal protest. And this is a problem for Israel because Italy has backed Netanyahu throughout this war a lot more than France and Germany. The Italians have backed him. But an attack on peacekeepers is unacceptable. That too a deliberate one. So how is Israel defending itself? Well, they haven't reacted yet, but in the past, Israel has been critical of UNIFIL. They say that it has failed its mandate.
For years, Israel has warned the world that Hezbollah is violating international law.
So I had to stop it there because, man, we don't want to hear them motherfuckers lies. We tired of MLA. Okay. So once again, this has been the heat is on. Okay, and you can see where the scripture said even the beast will fucking burn up that whore. The beast meaning his allies. Okay, then you got to deal with the dragons of the Arabia, the Ishmael and his band. Then you got the Egyptians versus the Egyptians. The overall conflict with the